This is your salary this year in 2026. And let's suppose you are told that your salary next year will go to 70,000 in 2027. And you would like to determine something called percent increase. What is the percent increase? The percent increase is always the increase divided by the original. It's the same for decrease. If it's a decrease, it's going to be the decrease over the original. So the percent for this will be 70,000 minus 60,700 divided by the original. And this will tell us, it will be a decimal number first, but then we're going to change it into percent and say our salary has increased from 60,700 this year to 70,000 next year, which basically reduces to such and such percent increase. Careful how you put this in the graphing calculator. It is highly recommended to put it in one step, but you need parentheses around the numerator. Or you just calculate the difference without the calculator, which is fine too. Minus 60,700. I just wanted to illustrate how to put this in the calculator. And don't forget parentheses. So 70,000 minus 60,000. On paper, we don't need parentheses. But in the calculator, you do. And then we divide by the original. And the original was 60,700. And we press enter. So this is 0.15. Let's say I'm going to write 0.1532. Can anyone change this into a percent so we know what is the percent increase?
15.3.
Yes, indeed. 15.32% increase. So what does this mean again? If you apply 15.32% to this, you will get 70,000. The same thing with a decrease. Okay? Good. So let's go back now and choose problems from here. Make sure that we touch up on any possibility so we don't have any surprises when you work on this assignment. Okay. So please stop me when you say, yes, I want to see this problem. Let's look and see if we want to look at this problem. Okay. Okay. This is a good one. So we're asked to create determine a percent that is represented by the shaded region. So first of all, let's count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is, I'm assuming it's a 10 by 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Good. So here's the blue shaded area. They want us to determine the percent. How much of 100% is shaded in blue? How do we determine that? The easiest, so this is a 10 by 10, so this is the 100%. So the easiest is to count the non-shaded area. What do we have in the non-shaded area? So I have, I see 5 times 3, 15, 16, 17. So from 100%, I subtract 17. And I get 83%. So the blue, the shaded area is 83%. Any questions on this problem? Is this okay? I don't hear anything, so I don't know if it's okay or not. You have to let me know. Nine.
We're good.
Okay, 19 minutes out of 100 minutes. It's 19 of 100. What is the percent? 19 over 100 is 19%. 19 over 100, 19%. Okay. Arrange of the following decimals as percents. I think we're okay with this, but if you would like us to work on any, please say so, please. You're hidden, I cannot see you, so please speak up. Okay, we know how to complete the table. I just want to see if there is anything else that you may encounter, you may need help with. Okay, all those we know how to complete, unless you want me to work on any of the problems. Please stop me, don't let me move on. Would you like to work on this?
Yes.
Perfect, excellent. So, the word ta translates to the equal symbol. Which word here will translate into the equal symbol?
Is.
Of course. The word ta usually translates to multiplication. Usually, correct. Indeed. In the statement 10% of 90 is 9, the number 9 is called the 10% of 90 is 9. Number 9 is called, 90 is called, and 10 is called. So, $90 is called the amount. 90 is called. So, of course, 10 is the percent. There is no discussion there.
9 is the amount, and then 90 is the number, I guess? I don't know.
Okay. 100% of a number is
base.
Any percent greater than 100% of a number is greater than the original number. And any percent less than 100% is less than the original number. I never use the wording of 100% of a number is base. I never explained the 10% of 90 is 9. Of course, the 10% is clearly the percent. It's called the number. The number 9 is called the amount. Interesting. I never used this terminology before.
Confuses me too. So a lot of these questions confuse me.
Yeah, yeah. So the statement is the number is called amount, 90 is called the base, and 10 is called the percent. Oh, you know that is called the percent. The amount is 9, we know that, and 90 is called the base. 100% of a number. Oh yeah, actually, yes. The 100% of the number is the number itself. So that's the whole thing. Yeah, correct. Yes, I never use the terminology, so this is something new to me too. So that's very good that we're going through this. So 90 is called the base. 100% of a number is the number. That makes sense. This one is the base. 90 is the base, 10 is the percent, which we knew, and 9 is the amount. That makes sense. Okay, very good. I also learned this today.
Thank you, because
Okay.
those questions are hard.
No, as I said, I never explained it like that. It makes sense. Moving forward, I will explain it like that. Translate the following basic percent sentence to an equation. We just did that with a different number. 105% of one number. We did this a few minutes ago. The same thing. We did this. It doesn't matter. If you want me to go back, we will. Okay, all these were touched upon. Yep, same thing. Yep. We can work on this if you like. A company spends $240,000 on advertising during the first quarter of the year. If this represents 48% of the company, so they spend the whole thing, 240,000 and 48 on advertising for the year. So this is during the first quarter. If this represents 40% of the total per year, what is the company's total budget for the year? So 240,000, and this represents 48% of total per year. We want to determine the total per year, and we'll come back to the rest. Good. Okay. So they spent 240,000 this quarter. That number is 48% of the total. We need to write an equation and solve it. Can anyone come up with an equation? 240,000 is 48% of the total.
Is would be equals
Say it again.
equal
But-
24,000.
But what do I write on the left?
Oh, the amount, the 24.
You mean 240,000?
Yeah,
Yes, correct. Is
48%.
I cannot write 48%. I have to change it into a decimal
Right.
number. Good. Of
Times x.
excellent. So then x equals 240,000 divided by 0.48. Very good. So let's divide. $240,000 by 0.48, and that is 500,000. Very good. Good. And that's the total budget for the year. Okay, the same thing. Okay, same idea. Same idea, simplifications. My students are in the class, the same thing, exactly as I mentioned with the 60 questions, and I only got 80% correct. Hurricane interrupting your brain, the monthly average is this. With hurricane is what percent? Same thing with what we just did. Rebuilt, okay. What percentage? 1%. Good. I think we're ready to move on. This is to the last section here with the increase decrease that we just started. Okay, that's a huge one. As you see, many examples. Let's start. It's all the same, in the same token, percent, increase, decrease. Okay. So let's choose. We have an original amount. We have a new amount. As you see, it's an increase. So they want us to find the amount that resulted in the increase. What is the amount? So from 200 to 280, what is the amount of increase?
80.
80, very good. And now they want us to determine the percent increase. We will divide the amount of increase by which of these above amounts?
The original?
By the original, very good. So we have to divide 80 by 200, that's the original. So 80 divided by 200, we don't need a calculator for that. It's 0.4. But now careful what they want. They want the percent. So the 0.4 is what percent? Point 4 is what percent?
40%?
Exactly, indeed, 40%. That's what we're addressing in this section. Okay, so let's also look at the decrease. What is the amount of decrease? From 8 to 6. Okay. Now they want us to find the percent decrease. We are dividing 2 by, anybody, please?
8.
Yes, by the original. So again, 2 divided by 8 is too easy to mention, but let's say 0.25. What will I have to write? It says the percent decrease.
25%?
25%, very good. That's it. Moving on. The percent increase. The population decreased by what percent? So the population of a small farming community decreased from 1,440 to 1,080. Let's calculate the percent decrease. 1 minute, please. From 1440, so 1440 to 1080. Let's calculate the percent decrease. And let me know what you get.
25%?
Okay, so we had 1440 minus 1080 divided by the
60.
original. Okay, so when you enter it directly in the calculator, please enter it like this: minus 1080. Don't forget to put parentheses, and now divide by the original, which is 1440. Indeed, 25%, correct? So then I will just enter 25%. Good. Okay, so let's read the question and see if we are, so there were 1.3 million trips and they went to 17.5. According to this report, how many bus trips were there in the previous year? So what was in the previous year plus 1.3 million ended up being 17.5 million this year. So what was the original amount?
$16.2 million?
So indeed 16.2. So how did we get 16.2? Obviously from 17.5 of this year The increase was 1.3, so 17.5 minus 1.3 gave us 16.2. Good. Second question. What was the percent increase? We know already the difference. The difference is 1.3. But we needed the original because we need to divide what by what. What are we dividing?
1.3 divided by 16.2.
Exactly. 1.3 by 16.2. 1.3, oops. 1.3 divided by 16.2 to get the percent increase, which is 8%. Round to the nearest whole number is needed. Was an 8% increase. If the trend continues, how many bus trips would be there for the company next year? So now we know that this year we have 17.5. This is given to us. This is what we have done this year. And we assume now that next year the increase on 17.5 will also be 8%. So let's
17.5 times 0.08%.
Careful. So to the amount we have now, we are adding the percent increase on the amount. Because remember, percent doesn't mean anything. So imagine I want to buy a shirt that costs $17.5. But the sales tax is 8%. But it's not 8% of something, it's 8% of the price. So if we made 17.5 million trips today or this year, the increase on this is 8% of it. So 8% of it has to be added to it.
So 1.4.
So the whole thing is 17.5 times 1.08. 17.5 times 1.08. Where does the 1 come from? From here. 1 of this plus 0.08 of the same. So imagine like this is x. 1x plus 0.08x is 1.08x. 1.08 times x. Or you just calculate what you see. 17.5 plus 17.5 times 0.08. Same thing. Okay, so then the answer is 18.9. So 18.9. Any questions on this problem? Okay, this is a huge assignment, as you see. How many questions? Huge. Okay, 42 questions. Okay, let's look at this one because community's definition with a word price, rate, or tax. But we only have 3 and we have 5 spots. I'm not sure. Drag the appropriate word from the list above into the appropriate area. Okay. Commission. Discount. Percent of discount original price. So this is the rate. So discount means is the rate of the discount multiplied by the original price. That's what the discount is. What is the sale? Oh, okay. So we can use more than. Okay, I see now. Sales price is the original minus the discount. So of course it's the original price. So the sale price is original minus the discount. The discount is the rate of the discount times the original price. The sales tax, it's the sales price. Okay, this is the rate.
See the
Sales,
problem.
say it again.
We're not able to see the problem.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, let me start with this problem again.